Hello, and welcome to the 56th episode of Dartford FC. We finished the save game. We retired. Here, what we're seeing is Dartford after 1 year. It's August because I was an idiot and uh, fucked up on my save games, but it's 1 year after. It's not June, but August. Yeah, we'll try to treat it as if it was June, in fact. So let's see what the Premier League for the last year looked like. Premier League for the last year. Dartford finishing third. Without me at the helm, the manager is Malcolm Holt. I don't know anything about this guy. He was a manager at Sheffield. If you remember last time out, Jurgen Klopp was in a running, and they settled for this guy. Huge wage, much bigger wages than I was on. What the fuck? Anyways, Dartford finishes third, which, to be honest, is a little bit surprising. I was not expecting them to do so well. If we look at the championship, Liverpool is still in the championship. So probably I'll try a safe game more into the future for Liverpool, just so they lose all the good players, they lose all the money they currently have. And yeah, we'll see about that. I'll be considering it. So Dartford finished in third last season. Let's see what their current squad looks like. They still have quite a few players that we bought them. This guy, I think I've signed from Monterrey, then loaned him back when I was still playing. He played what, 12 games for them throughout the whole season. Pretty good average rating. He actually looks pretty good. They switched to a 4-4-2. What did you do with my tactics? They killed off my tactics. They still have Jacob and Cooper as a pairing in the midfield. Van der Rent, how did he fare in his debut season at Dartford? Okay, he was crazily good. He played all the games in the Prem? No, barring two. 12 assists, 6 goals. Very big average rating. He played very well for them. Holy shit. Patakas and Velasquez is strikers, so they still retained both of them. Tehera is a substitute in this system, and Barboza and Blagojevic are starters? Um, what? Why is Tehera on? He's way better than Blagojevic and way better than Barboza. Why why is he on the bench? And who's the captain? Bar Patakas is the captain. 17 leadership, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Barboza is a vice captain. He was the vice captain in my tenure as well, I guess. Hot prospect, Mr. Carrington. He joined them last season. He looks 16 years old. He looks phenomenal. Holy shit. Okay, that is strange. Gary's on the bench. I can get behind that, though I think he's better than Villa. What did you do with my squad? Because Gary, when I played Gary, he played very well. What did you do with him? Yes, he was a substitute last season as well. What did you do with my boy? Malan still on the bench, his value shut down, but his range is quite huge. 50 mil to 170 mil? What? Bozic is on the bench? Did he play last season? Yes, he was a starter for them last season. Then why not now? Huh. Dorival is on the bench, though he looks crap. They bought. Okay, let's look at the transfers first. Let's look at the transfers. So these are my transfers. They got Jose Antonio from Flamengo for 33 mil. Model citizen, world-class midfielder. I agree with that. I don't know if you've seen it, but in one episode I was actually contemplating signing the guy, though I settled against it because he could only play box to box in my system. And I compared him to Rob Cooper. Rob Cooper is just a much better box to box in my eyes. Again, Jose Antonio is fantastic, but He can only play box to box or Mezzala. I didn't play either of those. And for that reason only, I just think that Cooper is a better box to box than him. Even as a playmaker, let's say Jose Antonio won't be a box to box, he could have slotted in as a playmaker, right? He has good first touch, good dribbling, he has good passing, 11 vision. As a Mezzala, though, he's very good. No questions asked there. But then again, I don't know what to think about this. They paid a lot of money for this guy. Well, who am I to judge? It's a new head coach. I am not the head coach anymore. And they also signed. These are all new transfers, right? Let's. let's look at them. Pedro Moore. I know about this guy as well. I decided not to sign him when I signed Patakas. 25 mil for this guy. They didn't really sell a lot of players. Their financials are still decent, but 53, what are they doing with the money? Like, truthfully, what are they doing with the money? Potential board takeover, any landmarks? Carabao Cup runner-ups. Tejera was removed as captain and Patajas was appointed as captain. But they were runner-ups in the Carabao Cup, which is okay. Super Cup runners-up. English Community Shield runners-up. What the fuck, my friends? What? Did you lose everything? So they took on Chelsea in the Community Shield. They lost 3-1. Okay, that's unbearable. They took on Celtic. Fucking Celtic in the Super Cup and they lost 2-1. Come on, Dartford. Come on. What's his name? Malcolm Holt. You're butchering my players. Any other new players in the team? They have a bid for Stewart from Porto. Medrano is listed for loan. I can get behind that. Belitzo's as well. Okay. Is he trained at club yet? No. Mulan, Kawaii, he's loan listed. John David should be loan listed, I think. Strand is not playing. He was. He played last season for them as a substitute mostly. And granted, he was very good. Okay. So currently they're fifth in the Premier League. We'll just come back at the end of this season. Any, I mean, I don't think I need to look at the best 11 because it's just my play. Let's look at the general best 11. Any new names? So we still have Edai, we still have Stewart, Tejera and Barbosa, Luca, Cooper and Maloney, Dominic Kosic. How is Kosic doing, by the way? 26 years old, Real Madrid, 104 mil. He's still there. There's no way. And there's no way anybody's buying him off Madrid, I feel like. They still have Duar on the bench. They still have Pepo up top. Probably Patakas will slot in there if he's played more as a striker, because he's a very good striker. Robinson is still on the bench. Puentes, Engura, Essen. Huh. He wasn't there last time out, was he? He was crucial for us in our Skybet League 1 and 2 promotions. In the championship we sold him if I remember correctly. He was good but not the greatest. And after we released him he retired at 26 because nobody went in for him, but he was good for us at that point. I think we destroyed most of these guys because we gave them good wages. We didn't give them poor wages, and when we released them everybody was just expecting big wages to continue, right? And no other club would have been paying that kind of wage. Sam is still on the bench. Okay. Yeah, let's try 2 seasons, I guess. Let's try 2 seasons and see what happens. Mind you, I already simmed 5 seasons into the future. Never looked at it though. So this time we have the 6th of June. Let's look at the Premier League. Dartford finishing 4th, worse than last season, but they still have Champions League football. Player stats. Patakas and Velasquez were the goal scorers of the season. Okay, then why are you in? The goal difference isn't great, so I assume defensively they've been shit. Nobody in the average rating. Van der Ent, player of the matches. Clean sheets, Ronaldo is the second. So why? Maybe draws? Yeah, 10 draws. Holy shit. Yeah, maybe that's what hit them, I think, hard. Average attendance. Is Dartford dead last? No. They're actually 37? That's why they don't have money. That's why they didn't have money. They increased the stadium capacity to 37. Okay, that makes much more sense. So, how did Darfur line up for the season? They still have Ronaldo, who wants a new contract? No, he's unhappy about. Oh shit, that's already starting to look bad. They played Tehera much more this season, which I can get behind because he's much better than both Blagojevic and Barboza. Sam Brush supplanted Stewart, and to to be fair, he's looking very good. Probably not amazing. His contract is running up. Okay, will they find a replacement? Luca on the left hand side is still. Why is Luca and not the Aztec? What's wrong with the Aztec? Oh, he played quite a few games. I don't understand what's going on. I mean, he's super highly valued. 77 mil to 232 mil. What the fuck? Rene Villa is still a starter for them. Okay, he looks much better. He looks like he has really improved. I can get behind that. Jose Antonio is now a starter alongside Cooper, which means Jacob is a substitute? No, he was a starter. Oh, Antonio is more of a rotational option. I see. My bad. He played very well throughout the season, to be fair. Okay, Jacob played well as well. See what I did there? But he played much more games than last season, and he really performed in that role. Van der Rent again, sensational. Patakas and Velasquez up top were amazing from what I'm seeing. They got this guy. He was a youth prospect, right? Coffee? What did they do in terms of? So they only bought in Antonio Pedro Moore. They sold Gubbins, who was a prospect that wasn't really making it. They released Delstrom to Bayer. Okay, they could have sold him. Fuentes to Nice. We paid 1 million for him. They could have at least sold him for I think 5 mil at the lowest, because he looks very good. They released another youth prospect. They sold Slama to Celtic. 12 mil. He played well for Celtic. And he's wanted by Brighton, ran the mark, Al Etifak. I mean, he never really developed, did he? That was a poor choice by me. They sold Stewart to Porto for what? 31 mil. Okay, I think I could have gotten much more for this guy, to be fair, because he is admittedly at the same level of as Brush, maybe better defensively and mentally. They loaned out this guy to Liverpool. Holy shit. I signed this guy. Right back for the future. I wanted him to get trained at club, I believe. Anyways, at the team. Let's look at the team a little more. So, they played David throughout the season. He looks very good, though he barely played for them. Gary again, substitute. Malin wants a new contract. You should just sell him. Amor played quite a fair bit and he played well. Belitsos wasn't loaned out eventually. He stayed at the club. He played 7 games in total, didn't do much in those. Bozic played much less. He's wanted by 3 clubs, but he's good. I mean, they don't play a halfback. They still have the 4-4-2 system. Strand played well. 31 appearances, 9 goals, 2 assists. Very good from him. Dorival barely played. Blagojevic played quite a few games. Pretty bad rating. But again, he developed. He's actually pretty decent. Maybe not as a center back. Maybe more of a defensive mid. He would be great. The Aztec didn't really play. Did he get injured? Not really. Then why don't they play them more? Or him more? He's way better than Luca. Like way, way better than Luca. So I don't understand why wouldn't they play him? Because he's much better in my eyes, of course. That's always in my eyes. Yes, left back. They play him as a complete wing back. Okay. Can I see the tactics? No, I cannot see the roles. Okay. All of these guys are in the what year is it? There's qualifiers, right? Okay. Sandy Milan. Medrano is joining Lille. Don't tell me it's on a free. Yeah, he's joining Lille for 23 mil. Okay, they actually made a very good sale right there. Yeah, let's go 5 years into the future and see where this club is at. The year is 2044, 42. We do the same thing. Look at the Premier League and go back throughout the years. So last time it was Dartford finishing in fourth. Uh, the third season theoretically, Dartford won the league. Okay, they won the league in 39-40, 83 points. That's actually worse than I've did with them, so I'm probably too good. Okay, back-to-back wins of the league. 1 point over Chelsea 2 seasons ago, or last season rather. But Dartford won the league 2 times back-to-back, which we did. So you could argue that the new head coach matched our not expectations but achievements. And in the last season, they finished second, only 4 points behind City. Holy shit, they're really challengers. We really established them, didn't we? How is the championship looking? Liverpool got promoted. Uh, their bank balance is poor. This guy is their best player, Reganini. 18 years old, he's on loan, so they managed to get promoted. Probably will take them after 2 seasons. Anyways, Dartford. Let's look at the squad, then the transfers. Van der Rent at 33 is their best player, and throughout the years he has been sensational for them. One of my best signings apparently. So let's look at how they lined up throughout the season. They still have Ronaldo in goal. He's a fantastic goalkeeper. I agree with that. Barbosa and Blagojevic. I mean, okay, Blagojevic actually improved. He looks very good. Elite center back. I can get behind that. He's very good. Elite, not really, but he is very good. Barbosa, though, mm, amazing, amazing mentally. Still play the 4-4-2. The Aztec played at left back, thank the Lord. He is a fantastic left back. Moreno is the starter. No, he's a substitute at right back. And he looks fairly decent. Who was the starter as the right back? This guy, Gestozo, he's not better than Moreno, is he? Not really. Then why was he the starter? Okay, a lot of things. Um, they have a new name as a right midfielder, but he's young. They bought him for 7 mil from River. I think only to play as a rotational option. 23 years old, he doesn't look that good. Who played as a right back as a starter though? I think it was Van der End, right? No, he's a left mid. So who was it on the right? Oh, Rene Villa, elite winger. I I can see that he's good. I mean, as a winger, he's very good. Holy shit. I mean, I signed the guy. Of course, he's good. Throughout the seasons, he actually played very well. A lot of Mexican regions are fantastic. Jose Antonio, age 25, he played as a starter. I mean, he doesn't look bad, but Starter, he looks very good, granted. I can only assume that Rob Cooper is not the player he once was. He's still playing as a rotational option, but yeah, I think by this point Antonio is just much better. Jacob, 11 goals, 8 assists. Holy shit, 32 years old. He's just a phenomenal midfielder. Gary actually played a little bit this season. He's transfer listed by request. 58 mil for him. Holy shit. But when you have Van der Rent as your what you call it competition, it's clear. Patakas, they got this guy Madrid, no United, on a free. Oh, okay, they got him on a free. I can understand now. He played well for them. I mean, he's good, isn't he? He still has the pace. He still has his technicals, the mentals. He's a very good option to have off the bench. Holy shit, he's an amazing option to have off the bench, to be fair. Velasquez is still the starter. I mean, he's just that good. 21 goals, 9 assists, 25 goals for Alex here. And Patakas 23. Holy shit. How did they not win the Prem? They have a very strong squad. Van der Slot, Van der Rent, and Van der Shit, fuck me. How much did this guy cost? 52 mil. Holy shit. Yep, amazing player. They have a new goalkeeper, De Groot. I know about him. Yeah, that's pretty much his evaluation, 30 something mil. I didn't want to sign him. He was what, 20 something when I had the option, 23 I think. And I didn't want to pay 30 mil for a backup goalkeeper, but apparently I'm not the manager. Jan David barely played. He didn't really improve that much, did he? Probably will have to sell him. Peinado, a player I haven't heard in a while, 23 years old already. Is He looks nothing like the player I hoped he would be, but he was never given a chance. Of course he won't develop if you're not playing him. Kang Jing Sung, I think is the same thing, right? They never played him, only played him in the under 21s, never even load him out. If you don't give them chances, they're not never gonna develop. This guy Carboni, new signing, right? 16 mil from Cagliari. He's very good. Okay, he's very good. This is one of the best pieces of business, except Alex, that I've seen the manager do, but he looks very good. They got this guy on loan from Juventus. Is it with a 50 mil they have to pay him? I mean, not really, because they didn't win the Prem. Ah, that's why they didn't win the Prem. So they can sign this guy for 21 mil instead of 50. Granted, he's a very good playmaker. He's a very good playmaker. I think he would be giving Jacob a run for the money. But Jacob is just much better, I think, overall. As a playmaker, maybe Bilan is a little bit better. But overall, I think Jacob is just one of those players that you cannot really replace because he can do so many things. Malin played a little bit more throughout the season, but then again, he played quite a few games for them. Honestly, I would have just sold him. I'm not the manager. Tehera played a fair bit. He is, again, very good. He requested a transfer. He's not thought of as an elite center back anymore. I looked at Villa, Gustoso, Strand. Didn't really develop much, did he? And he played for them. I mean, they really gave him quite a fair bit of chances, but he never developed for them. I'm now thinking maybe a playmaker suits him better than a complete forward, I guess. He looks very good as a playmaker. Holy shit, 19 vision, 17 passing. Yeah, he's fantastic. Anderson, how did that pan out? Because I signed this guy for them. Never really developed. He had a few chances, but never really developed, did he? Well, he's a good rotational option, I guess. He was the hottest prospect we had as a youth intake. doesn't look fantastic. Never really developed. He played in the championship 2 seasons in a row. Don't think he developed that much. Bozic was loaned out. They barely played him. He was loaned out to Madrid for crying out loud. I mean, come on. And you barely played him. Pedro Almor was loaned out to Marseille. You got him for 25 mil for nothing. Holy shit, that was a crap piece of business. Alvarez is joining Atalanta for how much? On a free? 51 mil! Holy shit. He barely played, but he played well in the Serie A for Atalanta. Where did he finish? Oh, Champions League spots. Okay. Alvarez Alvarez really pulled his weight. I mean, he's a very good player. Very speedy. Never really developed that much, did he? But Van der Rent is just fantastic. Who's the manager? Malcolm Holt. Now his reputation is huge. He's soared out. He's a very good head coach. 20 motivating and people management. 16 tactical knowledge. I don't like the 4-4-2 to be fair, but he's wanted. Who wants this guy? I don't know. 61% rate, win percent rate. I got 60. I mean, that's not fair. We started in the Panorama lower leagues. Please give me circumstances. But holy shit. Yeah, I think this is it for this time. We'll be going 10 years into the future, I think, and then after 10 years, maybe 15 and 20 years. So if there's anything you want me to show from that time, please just let me know, I guess. And thanks for joining. See you guys in a bit. Bye. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy my content. See ya.